What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of Soapbox, pretty much my commentary channel where I talk about the community, have a hot topic, or just pretty much toy news in general, clearance if I have anything like that. Basically just running my mouth randomly, just simply talking about toys, man, and just expressing my love for the action figure community and just going over what I see in the community. And what did we see in the community this week? Of course, you could not know about San Diego Comic-Con. Being in the action figure community, comic community, pop culture community, know that it went on this weekend. So that's what everything I was looking at in the community was about. And did I have a good time? Yes, man. Like I said, I like to watch San Diego Comic-Con like I like to watch everybody's top 10 during New Year's Eve. That is actually an enjoyment for me. I just kind of just lay on my couch and just watch everybody's content throughout the night, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. And basically, I'm just go over the toys that I pretty much discussed during San Diego Comic-Con. I might have a few extra ones in here that I did not discuss. There's so much, so I'm gonna be quick about it. But out of thousands of toys, man, I probably found 100 bangers and maybe 40 that I actually would buy. So let's start with the beginning with my man Bolo Young here, Bolo Ying from Bloodsport, a company called, every time I think about Syndicate Collectibles, every time I try to think about the name of this company, I forget it. But I seen it on Mad Hatter. He the one that I first seen this toy with the other day, and I said it looks more reminiscent of NECA, but it's really more like Storm Collectibles with the design of this toy. And Bolo looks real good. Jean-Claude Van Damme looks real good. This is nothing I'm trying to get deep into collecting, but I do want this Bolo. I don't care if I didn't get Van Damme. I need this Bolo. He is the most iconic, one of the iconic villains that I know, especially in Double Impact, man. He was the truth, man. He was the truth. And he scrapped with Bruce Lee. So, man, I'm definitely be looking out for this. Up next, basically, Mafex is finally putting out the Reign of Superman, the rest of them, Eradicator and Superboy, which I both will be purchasing. Superboy face does, Mafex is not the best with face sculpts, but it does look a little slightly weird, but I actually like it. When I seen it, I said, yo, that's Superboy. And I tell you one thing, it damn sure looks better than McFarlane's Superboy. And also, Super 7 did a vac metal on their Silverhawks. Now, this is a line about 4 or 5 months ago that I was like, you know what, maybe I should dip in there. I wanted the cowboy guy. I wanted bluegrass. And this is definitely a show that I remember watching in the 80s. This is a true 80s memory right here, like 87, 88, like Silverhawks was on. And the vac metal is cool. It's a reminiscent of the old toys. I still might not get these, but that's definitely a game changer to where 3 or 4 months ago, I was like, I don't want them to, I looked down, I'm like, you know what, those will look really nice on the shelf, and I probably want those, but I'm probably not gonna mess with them. And then also, they talk about the X-Men 97 series. Bishop is the hottest looking one. I like him. I think he's dope. He's a great rendition of Bishop. I guess it's I don't know if Bishop has a haircut like this in the comic book. I haven't read it in so long, but this is the way he's gonna look in the cartoon. Now, Wolverine, I can't never get enough of Wolverines. That's also a good Wolverine that you can put in Marvel vs. Capcom, which is pretty much the cartoon version of Wolverine. And he also, the voice actor from the from the TV show X-Men, the animated series, also voiced the character in Marvel vs. Capcom. Now, this right here is, of course, my man Ferry the Workaholic. You can get at him at Gijoe_customs. Just really just like, you know what, man, this dude is on fire, man. But this is the Texas Longhorn college team, and Ferry the Workaholic painted up a Texas Longhorn in the college colors like that, and I just thought that was so fire, to the point I just contacted him on Instagram. I was like, man, can I get a commission? Of course, I'm from North Carolina, so I did the University of North Carolina football team. And also I told you I wanted one of those chocolatey Storm Shadows that he has. He has an African American Storm Shadow that looks dope, man. So Ferry the Workaholic's putting in work. Hit him up at Gijoe_customs. I mean, he definitely takes commissions. He's from Europe and shit, man. I didn't even know that, to be quite honest with you, man. So he said I told him I would send the figures. He said, it's just better, man, if I just brought them and send them over, man. So I'm waiting back on the word on that, man. But dope custom right here. That is a one of a kind type custom. So that's awesome. And then also I just wanted to mention, man, Super 7 Ninja Turtles line. I really like that line, man. I kind of cherry pick with them. There's so many, but I was looking at somebody's booth reveal, man, and just seeing that Space Cadet Ralph, and then they got a Shredder that's coming out that looks pretty dope. He's kind of dark, has a black mask on, but I don't know where he's from. But always keep a lookout for Super 7, man. And of course, the Thundercats Cat Slayer was the talk of the town for Super 7, man. That is a huge playset. Look, I'm going through some things right now, but I'm still following my mind like, boy, I would really love to have that playset, man. That is, I think it's due by September 18th, crowdfund. They only need 3,000 people to back in. I think that's going to get done. I think 3,000 people going to swing 650 for the Cat Slayer. But it looked really good, lit up, man, and just such a great piece. Also, the Ghost Ship from Star Wars looking like it's going to get funded. When I checked about 24 hours ago, it was already at 7,000 and something, and it needs 8,000 to be funded. So that's going to get funded. Also, Jada Toys showed up and showed out, man. We already know that the Street Fighter Jada Toys 6-inch line is awesome. The Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Fei Long and Ryo has been pretty much getting to everybody by now, man, and I had a great time with Fei Long, and I know I'm gonna have a great time with Ryu. But they also showed off some of the characters coming up, and the apple of my eye was DJ and Guile too. Guile looks phenomenal, man, but DJ looks really good. And the cool thing about DJ is he's so left field. You wouldn't think he would be getting made in the first or in the second or the third wave, but he is, man, and he looks awesome, man. I like playing with DJ as a character, man, and I can't wait till this line really starts letting loose on it. Now, I said they have a potential to beat out G.I. Joe as a line, but they have a ways to go. But they have to get their roster up and see which direction they go, because G.I. Joe is on fire. And speaking of G.I. Joe, let's go and talk about the reveals. I pretty much went over this a couple of days ago, but now I have some better digital renders to show, because as time goes on, the pictures will get better, of course. But first up, we got some better digital renders of Copperhead. I forgot to talk about Copperhead the other day. Looks like they're going to be doing a Python Patrol version of Copperhead. You can see there, just pretty much a repaint for the Target exclusive. And then also the Crimson Strike team. We also got better digital render of those guys. They look really good. You know, Viper in the SMS. So another good looking digital render. We also got a better render of Clutch and the Vamp, which is going to be a game changer. Valaverse needs to really get their work up now, because I'm pretty sure that truck is going to be a lot cheaper. And of course the Valaverse truck is a little bit cheaper, can hold a little bit more guys, but we're looking for mid-sized vehicles here, and this is Valaverse's first vehicle, so what they need to do is kind of go a step lower now and do some bikes. Give us some different renditions of some different bikes and smaller buggy vehicles, doom buggies, things of that nature. Also, we got a better look at General Hawk, which looks amazing. I really like Hawk, man. That looks good right there. I like his outfit. I like his deco. I like that coat. I like the fatigues, the helmet. Gave him some goggles. Yeah, that's smoking. Also, Agent Helix. I forgot to talk about her the other day too. They got a better digital render of her. She's okay. Got some swords and stuff, so I guess she's got some ninja stuff going on too. The Cobra officer, Python Patrol officer. We also got a few shots of them. Buzzer and Ripper of the Dreadnoks. Two more better shots of those guys. And also Shockwave, which is one of my favorites out of this whole group that was displayed here the other day. I had Shockwave actually as a kid, man, and this looks good. Looks like it's a really good variation of the blue fatigues. Looks like he comes with two Uzis, a nightstick. He has a riot shield and two knives, man. So that looks very cool. He also looks like a potential to army build too. So, but I'm really definitely going to get him. I've always loved to wear blue camouflage pants. I still wear them to this day, man. And this guy right here is representing to the fullest with that blue outfit. Also, they showed a picture of Mutt and Junkyard that I also didn't get to, and there was only just a couple of pics of him in the stand, but it looks good. Mutt looks good. Junkyard, the Rottweiler looks really good, man. And you know how G.I. Joe does with their animals. And it's been a while since G.I. Joe has came out with an animal, man. So it's a very great welcoming addition. Also, they have up to date for pre-order is the Steel Core. Actually, it went up on Amazon. It's pretty much a fan channel exclusive, I believe. And they might eventually end up putting them out in the stores. When they don't move enough on the fan channels, they try to fill up the store shelves also, but still core. I actually like the way this group looks even more and more. I think the backpacks are cool. I think the deco is cool. They got added shoulder pads. And I just like the look of them. I actually like them better than the Valiverse Steel Brigade, but I do love the Valiverse Steel Brigade Night Ops because it's just black and green, man. But this steel core is out. If you want to get it so you can army build, it should be out sometime in November. I think the price is $55, which is not bad for 2 figures that are loaded out with 2 different head sculpts, a jetpack, and different guns and blast effects. So actually, that is not bad. $55. That's pretty good for a 2-pack. You get a male and a female version, man. So that's really starting to grow on me because I definitely wasn't feeling none of that Steel Brigade stuff. But at the end of the day, G.I. Joe, I think, killed it. I'm glad they came out with some better renders. I'm glad they're coming out with a mid-size truck. I think that's cool. I think that's giving Valiverse a run for their money. So now they have to try to one-up this war, which is good for the customers. It's always cool when they keep coming back and forth with each other. Also, I think the best thing that I seen there, it would have to be the Jada Street Fighter line, which looks amazing. I'm very intrigued by that line. I definitely want to dig into that. Also, that Bolo Ying from Syndicate Collectibles. I've been trying to find that online. I can't find out what that company is. I hope that gets pushed through because I really do want that. But other than that, the Cat Slayer was pretty cool. But they had a lot of really good reveals, which I'll probably pick up. But just stuff that really caught my eye and made me say, wow, man. When I seen that DJ, I was like, wow, he looks good. When I seen that Bolo, I said, wow, he looks really good. When I seen that Cat Slayer, I said, wow, that thing is really big. So those are the things that wowed me, man. But overall, man, I truly do believe I think we in one of the greatest times to collect action figures. Even though I've only been hardcore collecting action figures for 6 or 7 years now. Had a huge gap. I collect them early in my life, but you know, just being a strong collector like I am now, man, I think we're in a wonderful time. I think the action figures are miles ahead of where they used to be at. Of course, they don't have much paint, but as far as the way they're built and the layout of an action figure, I think miles ahead. I'd rather have this collection that I brought now in the past 7 years than a collection that I collected between 2000 and 2010. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I probably would have sold all those action figures. These things right here were really built to last, from the WWE Mattel to the Marvel Legends to the G.I. Joe line to the Mattel Jurassic Park to the NECA stuff. I mean, to the Storm collectibles, the Mafex. All this stuff was built to last, man, and it's really dope. And then we're gonna segue right into our hot topic of that is, and trust me, I want to put a disclaimer up here. Look, man, people complain about action figures. If something's not right, then complain. What I'm talking about is channels that strictly just talk shit. Man, I am so fucking tired of seeing that shit, man. Like, for real, man. Like, what I call it is thumbnails and fucking hot air, man, to be honest with you. And a lot of the channels that talk shit, they don't be posing they figures up. Like, when the fuck these motherfuckers be posing, man? I'm into the essence of this action figure shit, like hip-hop, motherfucker, rapping, breakdancing, graffiti. I'm into posing, taking pictures, reading comics, and just enjoying my figures. If I'm not fucking with something, I'm not fucking with it, yo. I'm not gonna waste my time talking shit, going back and forth over the internet with motherfucking people, because you can't get to them. And if you probably see them in person, you're not gonna scrap them motherfuckers. And if you do, shit, so be it. If you have, we would have heard about it by now, man. But the channels that just, I think that is the negative fucking cloud over action figure collecting. Now, like I said, let's not get this twisted between complaining about fucked up action figures and just strictly talking shit. There's some channels out there, motherfuckers just strictly just talking shit. It's clout, it's hot air, clouds up in the sky, and it comes down as bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really tired of seeing that. I know a lot of people, some people not, some people like that shit, because some of it is truly genuine, you know, complaining about things. But I guarantee you this, 90% of that shit is just shit talking. You know what I'm saying? 10% is some legitimate shit, you know what I'm saying, thrown up there, man. But, you know, I just feel like that just weighs in heavy on the community. But But at the end of the day, I can't knock it, man. If somebody wants to do that, like, do it. Like, do it. Because I be looking at them channels and shit, and there's be motherfuckers chiming in. They just strictly shit talking. Anything to say, talk some shit. They on it, man. So I don't know, but to me personally, on my opinion, which I have a right to, and I will stand to defend it to the end. I don't give a shit. I'll tell somebody this to their face. I think it puts a damper on the community. It really does, man. And at the end of the day, you don't have to look at it like I don't watch them channels. I'm tired of seeing the fucking thumbnails, to be honest with you, because you got to scroll through the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then I might. And like I said, it's thumbnails and hot air. Thumbnail good, you know. I'll clip in on it, man. But I already know what time it is. Y'all just like. You know what I'm saying, when I go through it and be scrolling through and looking at that shit, man. But yeah, that's really it. There's really nothing else to talk about. I'm just tired of looking at that shit, man. Like, and like I said, a lot of them channels, you look at them, yo, they don't pose up them figures, man. That's what I'm about. I'm about the essence of this shit. That's why I love action figures. From simply buying Marvel Legends back in the early 2000s, man, I'm like, oh shit, like damn, these things pose up really good. This is not what I was playing with when I was a kid, man, and that's what brought me into it. And then into the art form, the photography, now 20 years later, man. So, man, that's all I'm saying, man. But hey, I always tell you, I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm a real channel. I'm not positive, I'm not negative, I'm just real as fuck, and I'm just tired of looking at that shit. And let me see, there's anything, well, that's the hot topic. But man, if there's anything to say, man, pretty much I don't really have anything for clearance, man. Anything that's up right now, the steel core went up. They also said I think sometime either today, tomorrow, or maybe by midweek, that Deadpool and Bob Hydra 2-pack will be up on Hasbro Pulse. So just keep your ears open for Hasbro Pulse for that. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open to see if that comes through. That's something I definitely wanted to cop. That's something you don't, if you're hurting right now, you definitely don't have to throw no money down when you go to Hasbro Pulse. It'll just hold, and it'll come out in October, November, whenever it comes out. And also, Chuckles, I believe, is coming to Hasbro Pulse too. We just gotta wait, man. We just gotta wait. You just gotta be patient, man. And I'm definitely gonna cop both of those 2-packs. They should be about around. I thought Chuckles was 40. I see somebody threw it $55 the other day, but I believe he's around $41, $42. And that Deadpool and Bob Hydra 2-pack is $55. But man, I had a wonderful time watching Sdcc. I had a great time. I thank you to all the people who watched, men or women or child, which is shows not for children, but if you watch, thank you. And this is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you can, hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.